Alright, what is going on, guys? Raku here. Welcome to a how to beat Roxas video. This is Data Roxas, by the way. Now I'm level 51 and I have chosen the shield at the beginning of the game, so I will have second chance once more, which really doesn't mean anything here, but here we go on Data Roxas. First off, at the start of the fight, he's always going to start out off the same, and that is with his little tucked in magic thing. You can either guard it or reflect it. Reflecting it gives you a little bit of damage on him. Now basically how he's going to attack you, basically all you gotta do is guard twice, pause for like half a second, and he's going to attack again, and then you just guard that. And then you can do a full combo on him. Now I would recommend just a 2-hit combo with the third hit being a finisher, as in guard break. You don't want explosion on this fight. Either de-equip it or make sure you just don't use it. You always use guard first, most of the time at least, when there's just one person, which is the better option. The reason you don't want to use explosion is because Roxas is resistant to magic, so explosion is probably going to be doing less than guard break. So that's just one thing. Now basically you just get a full 2-hit combo on him with the third hit being a finisher, and then you back off and then get a little bit of extra damage with slide dash or flash step. Now you want to make sure it's slide dash or flash step by backing off. If it's anything else, chances are you're not going to get out in time and Roxas is going to hit you. Right, and that's basically the most of the fight. Now here he just summons his lasers. Lasers do complicate the fight just a little bit, not too much, but basically it's the same thing over and over. Also, during this entire time, make sure you're up against a wall. If you are not up against the wall, he can clip you, and it's really annoying. It's just that one frame where he can't hit you, and if you're not up against the wall, it is really annoying. Also, there's his tucked in thing, just reflect, and then just do another combo on him. It's just basic rinse and repeat. Now, I will be showing the other moves he does, because I got really lucky. It took me about 4 tries, because it was basically just my fault why I lost the other 3 tries. Also, when he does this, goes up in the air, he'll do like, I'll just call it Roxas pinwheel thing. Basically, you want to do Trinity Limit. After you do the first part, use an ether to recover your MP, and then get a full hit combo, use another ether, and then back off, and then do the same thing over and over again. It might sound complicated at first, but it kind of is, but this is just not doing the fight at level 99, which I really don't like doing, because it just makes all the data so easy if you do it at level 99. He's just an easy strat. Yes, you're looping him in a sense, but kind of not. But it's still one of the only ways to do this, especially at level 1. This is an alright way to do this at level 1 if you are trying to do this. The clips are going to one-shot you. Anything from pretty much any data is going to one-shot you at level 1. And there it goes. Again, the pinwheel, and then you just Trinity. And then, again, you just use your ethers and recover your MP. The reason you use the ethers is because he can do it right away, right after he does it. And I believe he does it here? No, he doesn't. But you always want to make sure you have MP. You don't use it that much, but when you do, your chances are you're going to be really wanting it, trust me. Now again, this fight is, I would range it as easy or medium. That's how I would range Roxas. But again, he can be difficult if you just go gung-ho on him, because he is very, very aggressive. And you're kind of playing passive-aggressive, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. You basically just guard pretty much everything of every attack of him can actually be guarded, besides apart from his DM. And I believe we're on that far into the thing. Right. I'm just waiting because again, it's just rinse and repeat. Again, I will show off other moves he can do, because obviously these aren't all of his moves. If he does do like his DM, you're kind of screwed. Actually, I'll get more into that later, but here's basically the end of the fight. I basically just spam Trinity. When he gets to about 1 bar of health, if you want to make sure he goes down, just spam Trinity. That's just what I do, at least. Right, and now we have beaten Data Roxas. Right, and I will be right back, and we'll talk about his other moves and the second way of how to beat him. Alright, so this is basically the story mode fight. He basically goes back into the center, and then he will start just shooting these balls of light at you. Just glide it out. If you are in limit form, you can dodge roll it, but you cannot run it, you have to glide it. They come out way too fast for you to run it. And yeah, basically it. Now this move comes out of nowhere. I can just tell you that right now. It comes out of nowhere, you cannot see it coming. Basically, Roxas will challenge you to a standoff. I recommend pause abusing for this. You basically just get it and then go straight into limit form. That's what I recommend, because basically you take control of his keyblades. He will start spamming lasers since he doesn't have his keyblades, but you are going to be doing so much more damage. And limit form's damage combined with his keyblades does incredible amounts of damage. And I'm using limits basically because I was freaking out, and at the end he will use a reaction command on it. And that's basically it. Now, that's basically it. It is a very dangerous move. It comes out of nowhere, and yeah, just do it how you will. If you can avoid it, trust me, you want to avoid it. You do not want to face up against that, especially if you are not ready. That thing can easily just kill you just like that, right? And now on to the second method of how to fight Roxas, at least my method. Alright, what is going on, guys? This is the second method. Alright, basically everyone calls this the Rumbling Rose method. It's probably the most known method to take down Data Roxas. It is basically attack, attack, attack. You're basically going full on aggressive against Roxas. Basically, how you want to have your combo set up is you want to have 2 regular hits and then 3 finishers. Basically, to get him into it, it's kind of random, not really, but you basically just get a combo on him and just do a second one, and he will immediately start the loop. Basically, what happens is that you hit him twice, you guard break as the first finisher, then you want to reflect because he'll immediately respond with Roxas Pinwheel, and then guard break again, and then just rinse and repeat the loop. Now here he does his reaction command, DM as I call it. I would again recommend you avoiding this, but it is a lot harder to avoid this when using Rumbling Rose. This will come up a lot more if you're using the Rumbling Rose method as opposed to the first method. If you're using the first method, this honestly won't come up that much, but again, this whole thing will come up a lot more if you are using the Rumbling Rose method, which is very dangerous, especially if you're doing this at level 1. I don't recommend this method at level 1 because it's high risk, high reward, and if you get hit at all level 1, you're gonna die. That's basically it. But it is the fastest way of doing this because, again, you're going gun-ho on it, and you pretty much will get him down to 0 eventually. Again, he's doing his new move. This Rumbling Rose method is a lot more hectic. That's what I would describe it, because he does so many more things and it's kind of uncontrollable. Once you get him to the loop, you want to make sure you can keep him into it, but unlike the other loop, it's a lot harder to keep him into this. It's a lot harder to keep him into this loop. He will just do random things. Now, if he does the buzzsaw thing where he throws his keyblades at you, I recommend using Trinity. I don't do it here because I just forgot about it. Trinity makes it so that you are for sure safe when you are reflecting if he doesn't counteract with Roxas Pinwheel. It's the safest way to do it, and it's just, you get damage off at the same time. Just make sure you recover MP. And that's basically it. And I'm just using the method till the end. And then Trinity to finish him off, because that is the best way to end off any fight, is to use Trinity. And yeah, that is basically Data Roxas. Multiple methods, pretty easy, in my opinion at least. Yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. I will be doing this all for every single one of the data fights. Those will probably mainly just have 1 method, maybe 2. But Roxas, I know, I really love the fight with Roxas. It's just one of my favorite fights. It's one of the reasons why I bought this game, or at least the Final Mix version, is to fight Data Roxas. It is so good and so amazing. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this, and next up will be Data Lark Scene, probably. If it's not, probably just another random data, but I'll probably be doing this from 13 to 0. So yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.